Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it because I picked up a ton of stuff while I was out. First thing on the agenda was I picked up a lot of Marvel Legends figures, specifically X-Men 90s animated characters that I was quite fond of. So right here we got Omega Red, one of Wolverine's #1 nemesis on that show, and quite frankly the X-Men animated television series on Fox back in the kids' day. That was the only reason I ever wanted to learn how to play guitar, was just so I could play that introductory. But I also picked up Dr. Henry Hank McCoy, the Beast. Very fond of the way this figure looks. Definitely looks like the 90s animated television series. And also got Jubilee. She looks identical to her 90s television show animated series counterpart. These are all part of the Build-A-Wave for Caliban. I'm not really a huge fan of Build-A-Figures. Typically it just has to be a character that I care about that's gonna make me buy all of them, but Caliban, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of them, so I probably won't ever build that figure. So also picked up everyone's favorite Gambit, my personal favorite. Loved his character to death. Can't wait till they actually make a movie out of it, but until then, just gotta cross our fingers and hope it doesn't suck. And then moving on, keeping with Hasbro, but going over to Star Wars, I picked up some of the new Black Series line. I got Padme, and then I was able to pick up the baddest mother in the planet and or the galaxy, Mace Windu. Very excited to find him. I've been looking for him for weeks, but looks very, very highly detailed. Looks just like Sam Jackson, so they did a great job with that. And then this one, oh my god, I've been looking at this forever. But General Grievous, this deluxe Black Series General Grievous, comes with 4 lightsabers, guns, cloth cape. Really excited to get this one. He will look great on display with some other ones. And then I also picked up some Funko Pops that I had been after. So I've got Mr. Radioactive Man. And then to complete that one, I also got Bartman to go with it. So I don't know about you guys, but I played a lot of Simpsons, Super Nintendo, and Nintendo games back in the day. So that is right up memory lane as far as hitting the nostalgia peak for me with having Bartman and Radioactive Man. Huge fan of the Simpsons. Comic-wise, I found some deals that worked out specifically really well just to kind of complete my collection. But I've got the Scott Snyder run here, the Scott Snyder, James Tynion IV, and Greg Capullo. I've got all the single issues, and I've also got all of these hardbacks, and I was able to get volume 9 and 10, which are the last ones in the series, and the ones I didn't have currently. Got these for $6 a piece, which is outrageous. But volume 10 here, this is Batman issues 51 through 52, you know, Batman Annual, and I think a Detective Comic story. Volume 9 here was Bloom. It is, it's got like issues 46 through 50, and it also has like an extra story from Detective Comics as well that kind of ties it all in together. But if you haven't read Batman comics in a long time, I highly suggest the Greg Capullo, Scott Snyder run. It's probably the best Batman stories that have ever been written in the last 15 years. So definitely check those out. New 52 is kind of where it started, so highly recommend those. Then I also picked up trade paperback for Civil War. I have this for myself in a hard copy version as well as all the individual issues. So this one's going to my nephew. He will greatly appreciate that. And then I had the final original trade paperback that I've been looking for Preacher, my absolute favorite comic book series of all time. But this goes on a little more of the backstory of TC and Jesse Custer's kind of messed up family, as well as the Saint of Killers and his kind of tragic backstory. So if you haven't watched the television show on AMC or read comic books, I highly recommend Preacher. And that does it for this haul. Guys and gals, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell so you'll be the first to know every time I upload a new video. Also, if you enjoyed what you saw in this video, make sure you hit that like button and tell me down in the comments below what your favorite character and or figure was from this haul. Also, if you're interested in picking up any of the action figures and or toys you saw in this video, I'll be sure to put web links down below in the video description box below. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.